All right, when I was away on vacation, not only did the Golden Globes announce their nominations, so did the Critics' Choice. We're going to talk about all of that right now, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on how it will impact the Oscars and how it will not. So let's dive right into it right now. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Tyson, and we are here to talk about movies. That's right, we do movie reviews, movie trailer reactions. We cover major movie news on our Mint One podcast. We do movie rankings, and of course, we do Oscar Mondays. So, if that all sounds interesting to you, make sure to check us on out and subscribe. We are on the way to 1,000 subscribers, and I would love to have your guys' support as we go about that journey. All right, with all that done and out of the way, let's get on into it. I'm going to talk about the Globes first here, and the Globes do not matter at all with the Oscars. They do not correlate. The voting members are completely different. If anything, this helps the Oscars by giving actors or films some more momentum, but it is not helping them with Oscar voting members by any means. So very important to keep that in mind. Basically, what I'm saying, it's a pointless show, and when it comes to compared to the Oscars, but we're still going to talk about it here. So let's dive on into it with Best Film Drama. Yeah, that's right, they separated here. And the nominees are Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Past Lives, Anatomy of a Fall, and The Zone of Interest. Not too many surprises here. I'm surprised both Anatomy of the Fall and The Zone of Interest actually got in here. But at the end of the day, Oppenheimer, I think Oppenheimer is going to win this one. Don't really see Killers having a chance, so that's who it would compete against, I think, here. But Oppenheimer is going to take the cake easily, I think, for Best Film Drama. Moving on into Best Film Drama Actress, the nominees are Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon, Sandra Hüller, Anatomy of a Fall, Carey Mulligan for Maestro, Greta Lee for Past Lives, Annette Bening for Nyad, and Kaylee Spaney for Priscilla. I'm very excited to see Annette Bening, that she made it in here for the Globes. I am a big fan of Nyad. I really did like her performance in that as well. However, I think this one is definitely going to Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon. I don't really see anybody coming close. The only person I would possibly see rivaling her for this award is Sandra Hüller, because she just gives a fantastic performance in this movie. But I just think this is tailored to an easy win for Gladstone here in this category. All right, moving on into Best Film Drama Actor. We got the nominees are Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer, Leonardo DiCaprio for Killers of the Flower Moon, Coleman Domingo for Rustin, Andrew Scott for All of Us Strangers, and Barry Keoghan for Saltburn. Interesting enough, I'm kind of surprised that Barry Keoghan got in here for Saltburn. But at the end of the day, is that going to matter? No, it's a two-horse race, and that's between Cillian Murphy and Bradley Cooper. And I'm torn here, as I think these two men are going to be going at it for the entire award season for this award. I think each of them are going to win different awards at different shows. So we won't really know when it gets to Oscar Sunday, like who is for sure going to win, which is always fun when it's like that. For the Globes, though, I think I'm torn even now, but I think I'm going to say Bradley Cooper as of now is going to win here for Maestro. With Cillian Murphy right on his heels, would not be surprised if he wins either, but right now I'm going to give the edge to Cooper for that. All right, moving on into Best Film of a Comedy or Musical. That's right, that's a category here. The nominees are Barbie, Poor Things, American Fiction, The Holdovers, May, December, and Air. Very excited to see Air in there. I love that film. Still one of my favorites of the year. But this is Barbie's hands down. No other competition. Barbie's getting this easily. I think they love the movie. They nominated it a lot. So, yeah, Barbie's getting that win. All right. Moving on into Best Film Comedy Musical Actress. We got Emma Stone for Poor Things, Margot Robbie for Barbie, Fantasia Barrino for The Color Purple, Natalie Portman, May, December, Alma Poista for Fallen Leaves. Probably mispronounced that. I'm sorry about that. And then we have Jennifer Lawrence for No Hard Feelings. You know, surprised they nominated a foreign film's performance here. That's just something the Globes usually do not do. But I'm going to say that this is Emma Stone's right now for Poor Things. I still think she's in the lead here, even though she's up against Margot Robbie for Barbie, who could possibly, maybe get it. I wouldn't count her out in this award category, but I think Emma Stone's probably the heavy favorite as of now in this category. All right, moving on into Best Film Comedy Musical Actor, we got Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, Jeffrey Wright, American Fiction, Matt Damon is in here for Air, Timothy Chalamet for Wonka, Nicolas Cage for Dream Scenario, still really need to see that movie, and then we got Joaquin Phoenix for Beau is Afraid. Surprised they put him on in there for Beau is Afraid, but it does not matter because I do think this one is going to Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers. He is the third one in the Oscar race, right behind Cillian Murphy and Bradley Cooper. And I think they're going to obviously recognize that. I just think they're going to give it to him here, with Jeffrey Wright being a possible upset here, as I do think he's going to get a nomination for the Oscars. But I could see the Globes possibly giving it to American Fiction. But I think as of now, Paul Giamatti is set to get this award. All right, then we got Best Film Supporting Actress. This is combining both comedy and musical and drama. They don't separate for this one, but they do for lead actor. So this is what we got. All right, nominees are Danielle Brooks, The Color Purple, Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers, Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer, Julianne Moore for May December, Jodie Foster for Nyad, and Rosamund Pike for Saltburn. This is Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers. Easily, I think she is winning in every single category for Best Supporting Actress. She is a standout in this film. Her performance is breathtaking, emotional, heartbreaking, and I absolutely love her in this film, and I think everybody does. That's the consensus. So she's definitely going to get recognized here for that. Then we move over to Best Film Supporting Actor. Those nominees are, I can proudly say, Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer, Ryan Gosling for Barbie, Charles Melton for May December, Mark Ruffalo for Poor Things, Robert De Niro for Killers of the Flower Moon, and William Dafoe for Poor Things. This is the top six for Best Supporting Actor, and right now, yeah, it's Robert Downey Jr. is going to get this one. Second place would be Ryan Gosling for Barbie, but I don't see that happening here. I think Robert Downey Jr. with his charisma, the Globes are going to want to honor that, and his performance, what can I say, was breathtaking this year and one of my favorites. So he's definitely winning this award as well. All right, then we got Best Film Director here. The nominees are Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer, Martin Scorsese, Killers of the Flower Moon, Greta Gerwig for Barbie, Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things, Celine Song for Past Lives, and Bradley Cooper for Maestro. Very excited to see both Celine Song and Bradley Cooper break on in here. I do think Cooper is possibly on that sixth spot when it comes to the 5 directors for the Oscars. He's kind of competing with Alexander Payne, but that being said, I'm kind of surprised we don't see Payne on this list. But it does not matter because Christopher Nolan is definitely going to get the win here for Oppenheimer, and I think he's going to sweep all the way through as he should. So Nolan, like I said, easily getting the nomination, but easily getting the win as well. All right, Best Screenplay, we got Barbie, Poor Things, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Anatomy of the Fall. Very, very, very excited to see Anatomy of the Fall get in here because it is freaking brilliant. That screenplay makes that movie. But Barbie, I think, is going to win this one hands down, actually. I think this is the favorite. I think it's the favorite for the Oscars in original screenplay. And they're just going to want, I think, to go wild for this movie. Because, the idea for this movie is just so out there. So I definitely think it deserves the win on that grasp. Don't think the screenplay was anything like crazy good, but the idea of it is. So in a way, it kind of makes sense. On its heels could be either Oppenheimer or Poor Things, but right now I think Barbie's in the lead for that one. Best Animated Feature, let's see what we got here. We got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, The Boy and the Heron, Elemental, Super Mario Brothers movie, Suzumi, and Wish. This is not a question. This is going to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and it will be sweeping this award every single time. Nothing else needs to be said. All right, non-English film. If I can get my computer to load the nominees. All right, here we go. Anatomy of a Fall, Just Past Lives, The Zone of Interest, Fallen Leaves, Society of the Snow, and Lo Capitone. Probably mispronouncing that as well. I'm sorry. But Anatomy of the Fall, I think, is easily getting this award as well. It's not going to be in here for. It's not going to be an international film for the Oscars because it's not eligible because France did not nominate it. Weird, but okay. But yeah, I think it's getting here easily. So that's it. Score again. If I can get the computer to load. There we go. Oppenheimer, Poor Things, Killers of the Flower Moon, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, The Boy and the Heron, and The Zone of Interest. Excited to see Spider-Verse getting recognized here. That score is fantastic. However, Oppenheimer has the best score of the year. It's going to sweep this award in every single time, no matter what the show is, and it's going to get this one easily as well. It's a fantastic score. What can I say? All right, then the last one here for the Globes is 3 Barbie songs because we're talking about best song here. So Barbie got nominated for 3 for I'm Just Ken, What Was I Made For, and Dance the Night. When the Super Mario Brothers movie got in here for Peaches, Rustin, song from Road of Freedom, got in there, and then She Came to Me, and that song is Addicted to Romance. Who do I think is winning here? Well, it's obviously Barbie, and I think it's going to go for What Was I Made For. It is written, and it was sung by Billie Eilish. So I think that definitely helps. But I think that one's getting it, and then second place I would say is I'm Just Ken. But yeah, hands down, I think it's going for What Was I Made For. All right, and that's it for Golden Globes. So let me know your thoughts on the Globes down below. Definitely a interesting list that they loved Barbie for. But speaking of Barbie, let's get into how much an award show loved it. It's time to talk Critics' Choice now. All right, it's going to be a little bit of a longer video, but I'm talking about 2 award shows. So hang in there with me. All right, Critics' Choice Best Picture nominations are American Fiction, Barbie, The Color Purple, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, and Saltburn. Saltburn, very interesting. I'm very surprised about Saltburn getting on in here. Did not think that was ever going to happen. That's just a crazy thing that apparently the critics love. We're putting that doesn't even register. However, I want to say off the bat quick that Critics' Choice does correlate a little bit with the Oscars. It does a little bit of a precursor, definitely more than the Golden Globes. So these do matter a little bit. But I don't see Saltburn making it a Best Picture for the Oscars whatsoever. The winner here, for me, I think it is still going to be Oppenheimer, but it could be Killers of the Flower Moon, possibly. I think if anywhere that Killers wins over Oppenheimer, it's going to be in this for this award show. So I kind of maybe hope it happens just so it's not such a clear Best Picture winner like it was last year with Everything Everywhere. So it could make it a little bit more interesting, but at the end of the day, I think Oppenheimer is going to do well. But if anywhere, Killers of the Flower Moon could win Best Picture from it in this award show for the Critics' Choice. So be on the lookout for that. Best Actor, we got Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Leonardo DiCaprio for Killers of the Flower Moon, Coleman Domingo for Rustin, Paul Giamatti, The Holdovers, Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer, and Jeffrey Wright, American Fiction. This is a great 6. This is the top 6 again. I think that out of the 2, obviously, between Cillian and Bradley, it's just kind of a pick your pick. I mean, I don't know. At this point, I could see Cillian possibly getting the award here for Oppenheimer. But yeah, at the same time, Maestro is beloved by critics for the most part, so it could go Bradley. I'm going to say as of now, I'll give it to Cillian. I'll give Cillian right now the win here for Critics' Choice. But again, Bradley Cooper could be right on his heels for sure. Those 2 are definitely in a dead heat race, so be on the lookout for those, obviously. Best Actress, we got Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon, Sandra Hüller, Anatomy of a Fall, Greta Lee, Past Lives, Carey Mulligan, Maestro, Margot Robbie, Barbie, and Emma Stone, Poor Things. Again, a great 6. Could be the top 6, but right now, I'm going to give this one to Emma Stone for Poor Things. Poor Things is beloved by the critics. They really do enjoy this movie, and I think Emma Stone is going to be no different. I can't wait to see the film myself, but I think Emma Stone is going to get the win here, as she is the front runner for the Oscar, and I think this will either kind of make or break that if somebody kind of pops on in there, and that person probably being Lily Gladstone. So, yeah, I got I got Emma Stone in there for Poor Things as the win right now. Best Supporting Actor, we got Sterling K. Brown, American Fiction. Robert De Niro, Killers of the Flower Moon. Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer. Ryan Gosling, Barbie. Charles Melton, May December. And Mark Ruffalo, Poor Things. So no William Dafoe here. That could possibly happen at the Oscars. Sterling K. Brown is getting a lot more momentum from American Fiction, and we can see that by this nomination. A lot of people are talking about him even outshining Jeffrey Wright in American Fiction. So I could see Sterling K. Brown bust into Best Supporting Actor for the Oscars, and this helps that case. But I do think Robert Downey Jr. is taking the win here. However, if any award show does give it to somebody else, it could be the Critics' Choice, because they freaking loved Barbie here. They have nominated Barbie wherever they could. It's got 18 nominations, breaking the record. So Ryan Gosling could get the win here over Downey Jr. This would be the place to do it. So I want to say that right off the bat, but I'm still picking Downey Jr. But if any place were to do it, it'd be this one. So let's do that. Be on the lookout. All right, Best Supporting Actress: Emily Blunt, Oppenheimer; Danielle Brooks, The Color Purple; America Ferrera, Barbie; Jodie Foster for Nyad; Julianne Moore, May December; and Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers. A little confused as to why America Ferrera got in. I don't get why she would be nominated. Nothing against her performance. I just don't think it's a nomination performance by any means. However, I think, again, Divine Joy Randolph, I think she's getting it for The Holdovers. That movie's beloved. She's beloved in that movie, and she just deserves to get it. All right, and then we got Best Acting Ensemble, and the nominees are Air, Barbie, The Color Purple, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Oppenheimer. I would say Oppenheimer, but because how much they have loved Barbie here at the Critics' Choice, I'm going Barbie with this one. I mean, if you give it 18 nominations, that says something. It's this award, I think, is going to speak to that. So that is why I'm saying Barbie very confidently at this point, just because of how many nominations. It broke the record by 4. So because of how many nominations it got, I think hands down it's going to go to Barbie. All right, then we got Best Director here. We got Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Greta Gerwig for Barbie, Yorgos Lanthimos, Poor Things, Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer, Alexander Payne for The Holdovers, and Martin Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon. Excited to see Alexander Payne in here, but again, no question, Christopher Nolan's getting this award, as he should. Martin Scorsese, obviously number 2. If any place were to flip it, it would be here. But I still don't think they'll do it. I think they'll give it to Nolan, as he deserves it. All right, Best Original Screenplay. We have Air, Barbie, The Holdovers, Maestro, May December, and Past Lives. I'm excited to see Air in here. I think Air's screenplay is fantastic, and it's the standout in that film. However, I do think that Barbie is getting the win here as well. Like I said, lead for the Oscar in this category. I think Critics' Choice, they obviously love it. Barbie's getting it. Best Adapted Screenplay, we got Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. All of Us Strangers, American Fiction. Killers of the Flower Moon, Poor Things, and Oppenheimer. This one's a little bit more interesting. I'm glad to see American Fiction in here. I do know it's in the possibility to win at the Oscars. I definitely think it's in the top 3. Along with Poor Things and Oppenheimer. Right now, however, I might have to say that Killers of the Flower Moon here possibly gets it. I think this might be a 1-2 punch combo for their version of Best Picture. And even though I think Oppenheimer could possibly get it, even at the Oscars, and I think it's ahead of the Oscar chances over Killers, I think that Killers might get it here at the Critics' Choice. I just have that feeling for some reason. That's all I can really say upon it. So right now, I guess I have Killers winning this one with Oppenheimer and Poor Things close behind. All right, Best Cinematography. This one's funny, and you'll see why for a second. We got Maestro, Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Poor Things, Saltburn, and Oppenheimer. The person who did the person who did Barbie and Killers of the Flower Moon are the same exact person, and that is Rodrigo Prieto. And he's got 2 nominations in the same category. I think that's pretty cool. However, I don't think he's going to win any because I think Van Hoytema for Oppenheimer is going to win hands down this award every single time, as he should. The cinematography in Oppenheimer is fantastic. It's so good. And he's just going to get it here. Easy. All right. Best production design. We got Saltburn, Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, Barbie, Poor Things, and Asteroid City. Asteroid City, Wes Anderson. Obviously, not a surprise to me that got in. However, I think Barbie is getting this one with Poor Things on its heels. I think Poor Things in this one in costumes are on the heels of Barbie, but I do think Barbie at the end of the day is going to get it. I mean, there's a shortage of pink because of this movie. Come on. All right, best editing. We have Air, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Maestro. I'm a little surprised to see Barbie in here, but I now think that that's actually a possibility for the Oscars. Who's winning here? I mean, this is tough to say, if I'm honest. I think Oppenheimer. I think Oppenheimer's got the chance to win here. Yeah, I think if any place maybe comes up on it, it's Killers and Poor Things. Again, I think those are the top 3 for a lot of award categories. But I think Oppenheimer here is going to get the win as of now for Best Editing. That's who my front runner is for this category. But be on the lookout for Poor Things and Killers. And then we got Costume Design being Barbie, Wonka, The Color Purple, Poor Things, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Napoleon. This is going to be Barbie. It should be Barbie. And that's it. All right. Best Hair and Makeup. We got Barbie, The Color Purple, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and Priscilla. This one I think is going to go to Maestro because a lot of award shows like to give this award to prosthetics. And Bradley Cooper has to go through some prosthetics. I don't know if Carey Mulligan does. I don't think she does. But I know at least Bradley Cooper does. I would say the backup could be Poor Things or Barbie. But as of now, I think Maestro's in the lead for that one. So we'll say Maestro's getting that win. Best Visual Effects, we got The Creator, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, Part 1, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I was surprised to see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse get here, but at the end of the day, I love Guardians 3. It's a lot of prosthetics, though, and the visual effects in there are really good, but I think Oppenheimer is going to get this one, Best Visual Effects. For some reason, it is not eligible for the Oscars, so that's just crazy to me. But, yeah, I think Oppenheimer is getting the Visual Effects Award here. And then we got Best Comedy, and that is American Fiction, Barbie, Bottoms, The Holdovers, No Hard Feelings, and Poor Things. And I think that Barbie, once again, is getting this award. Hands down. I've already given you my reasons as to why. All right. Best Animated Feature, The Boy and the Heron, Elemental, Pneumonia, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Wish. Yeah, this one's going to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Like I said, it's going to sweep every single award for Best Animated Feature. All right, and then we're almost done here, Best Foreign Film, Best Foreign Language Film, and that is Anatomy of a Fall, Godzilla -1, Perfect Days, Society of the Snow, The Taste of Things, and The Zone of Interest. This is going to Anatomy of a Fall, but I'm very excited to see that Godzilla -1 got in here because that film is fantastic. Go out and see it if you haven't. All right. Best Song, we have Dance the Night, I'm Just Ken, and What Was I Made For, all for Barbie. And then we got Peaches, the Super Mario Brothers movie, and Road to Freedom from Rustin, and This Wish from Wish. Again, Barbie getting 3 nominations in this category. That can't happen for the Oscars. They only allow a film to get 2. But I would say that not I'm Just Ken. I think What Was I Made For is also going to win here with I'm Just Ken possibly as well. All right, best score. Last one is Poor Things, Society of the Snow, Oppenheimer, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Barbie. And Oppenheimer's going to win here for Ludwig Göransson. Not a surprise. Like I said, gonna sweep every single time in this award, as it should. It's the best score of the year, I think, hands down. So, but a lot of these nominees actually are pretty good. I really do like the Across the Spider-Verse score. And Killers of the Flower Moon score was actually pretty good as well. All right. That's it, guys. I know I went through a lot of information. I was talking for a long time. You're probably sick of my voice, but those are the nominations. Those are my reaction, my predictions to them for the Golden Globes and the Critics' Choice. Let me know your thoughts down below on each of these award shows. Who possibly will be the biggest winner of the night? I think for Critics' Choice, it's going to be Barbie. But what do you think? I'm excited to hear your voice. And how does this affect the Oscars for you? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I'm excited to read those there. All right. Until the next one, guys, my name is Tyson. Look out for more Oscar content coming your way this Monday. Have a good one. Be safe out there. And I will catch you on the next one.